Okay.
Okay. Uh, Ready? Okay. Good evening, everyone. So, evening. So first of all, I would like to thank you to be here for your interview. Okay. So I hope that this section will be very meaningful for you. Okay. Um, so first of all, I would like to ask you, okay, everyone, about your background. So I would like to start with Sir Heidi. So can you introduce yourself, Sir Heidi?
Okay, madam. Um, okay. Share. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. My name is Hyder Musari bin Hyder Sharizan, and I'm 26 years old. Okay. I live in Port Klang, Selangor. Okay. My past experience. Okay. My education. I'm a fresh graduate. Bachelor in Human Capital. That is Human Resource Management in MSU, Management Science University. So my diploma is I take investment analysis in University Technology Mara, Segama Johor. And before I take my diploma, I go to take my skill in fiber optic. They are more like khusus kemahiran because okay. Then okay, so after my khusus kemahiran, I have experience in working for 2 years in fiber optic as a fiber optic technician in Norzafcom Sdn Bhd. Okay, so before that also I have before that also I do a part-time job in my in Nova Sdn Bhd. Okay, as a unified installer as an internship, and I also have a experience in finance as a finance assistant in SR Technique, and also human resource assistant in SR Technique. In this SR Technique, I got two different job actually, because of first one is my part time, not actually part time, it's a part time, and the second one is my 3 month contract. And both of that cannot. I don't know why the company don't want me to maintain the same position. Maybe because of my diploma, my diploma certificate, and also my experience. I got a big experience in IT part time before this also. Okay, that's all about me. That's all about me.
Thank you, Sir Heidi. Okay, nice to know you. So based on your resume, I have seen that you have so many experiences. Even though you are a fresh grad, you do have you do have some experiences, working experiences. Okay, nice to know you. Happy to hear that even though you were studied previously, but you still or you do have some working experiences. Okay, thank you so much, Sir Heidi. So
Yes.
next, I would like to move on to No Atika Shafika. Miss No Atika Shafika, can you
Yes,
introduce yourself, Miss?
yes, okay, miss. Okay, so my name is Naatika Shafika binti Shamsu Bahari. So I'm 22 years old. I'm staying at Sungai Buloh, Selangor. So currently, I'm done my bachelor in human capital management. So before this, I had experience for during my diploma. I had experience do an internship at Distinctive Toyota, which is I the internship the duration is of 4 months. So my position, which is I be a admin assistant and account assistant. So I have two position. So I rotate for 1 month. I have to rotate, which is 2 week for admin assistant and 2 week for account assistant. So basically, I have my experience, job experience. I been working at Kizania Kuala Lumpur. So this time, which is in 2017. 2016 until 2017. So actually, after I'm done my SPM, I worked for 1 year at Kizania Kuala Lumpur to improve my communication skill and gain my knowledge before I start continue my diploma. And then during my internship also, I tried to gain more knowledge and collect all the information so that I can use for my future. That's it. Thank you.
That's all, Miss. That's all, Miss Atika.
Yes, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Nice to know you also. Next, I would like to move on to Subdip.
So, hi, good evening. My name is Sugdeep Singh Puller. My age is 22 years old, and I'm currently staying in Shah Alam, Selangor. So, uh, the language that I'm fluent in speaking is Bahasa Malaysia, English, and also my very own language, Punjabi. And I did my bachelor in Management and Science University in Human Capital Management, and also diploma at the same university in Management and Science University. So the place that I have done my working experience, which is my industrial training, was company was UPK Aerotech, which is also located in Shah Alam. This company actually manufactures aeroplanes part. So I was here as a HR department. So my job over here was tracking and updating hourly employees leave and absenteeism, and also I got the opportunity, but as I will say, as a leadership in organizing event, town hall event for the company, and also rescheduling the candidates for the interview with the recruitment department. So extra curriculum activities that I've joined, which I will say, which is known as PC, so leadership camp, and as it written here, the I also have visited industrial visit as to gain more knowledge. Since I'm in the field of HR, communication skill and also understanding the behavior and the attitude of an employee is very important. So why did I choose this profession is because in HR, the job scope is more wider. So no matter it's a small company or it's a huge company, so everybody needs HR. So that's the reason I chose this as my profession and continue my studies. That's all from me, miss.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Subdip. Okay, next I would like to move on to Sir Sir Haris.
Okay. 。 Just a moment. 。 . 。 Uh, 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 。 . 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 Okay. 。 Uh, just a moment. 。 . 。
Okay.
。 Okay, so hello there, Madam Shadini. My name is Muhammad Harid, speaking from Harid. Okay, so this is my profile. Currently, I'm a postgraduate from MSU. I'm studying bachelor's in human capital management, and as you can see in my resume, that about me is that well, I do have work experience. So for the first one, I would like to point out was work as a full-time cashier. Okay, so after my SPM, I was enlisted in the national service. So after the 3 months national service period, I started to work as a full-time cashier at Tesco, Berhad. Used to be right beside MSU. And so on for my internship. Okay, so previously I was studying at College Polytech Marabangi. So after our studies, we are required to do internship on our last month before graduating. So one of the companies that managed to accept me was Wind Power Corporation. The probation was about 8 to 4 months, precisely around 3.5 months. From there, I learned how to manage tenders, government tenders. Say that I was assigned a given task where I was supposed to lead him to go with them on site to understand how the tender works and what we were supposed to do. Mostly, I would say our company was to deliver, um, I would say, mechanical stuff. For example, like mechanical engineering in higher education only. Okay, so I graduated my SPM from middle school in Sekolah Kebangsaan Bukit Jutong, and currently right now I'm waiting my bachelor's. Okay, that's all from me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Haris. Okay, and then next would be Miss Hanan. Okay, so please introduce yourself, Miss Hanan.
So, hello, good evening. I'm Hani Iziamet Azman. I'm 23 years old. So, currently I'm staying at Shah Alam, section 13, 13, section 13, sorry. So, my current study is in Bachelor in Human Capital Management in Management and Science University. So, I will start with my experience. Right after my diploma session, I'm doing internship at Pengurusan Air Pahang Berhad Pipe Kuantan at a human resource department as a position in human resource department, which is I'm handling employees' personal data and arranging the recruitment selection from January 2018 until March 2018. And then right after my internship session, I'm working as a full-time at the Putih Selera restaurant as a finance assistant, which is my family businesses. We are doing a food services for catering and event. And then actually I'm doing is hiring workers and a kitchen helper, and I'm preparing quotation for the customers for the food services. And then for the latest experience, which is as a part-time admin assistant at the Collective Synergy Sdn Bhd, which is this is company still new, so I'm actually sorting a document and make a simple letter dealing with the international company and then involving with the MINDEF. So my previous education is for my diploma. I'm doing my diploma at International Islamic University College Selangor in diploma in human resource management, and then this current studies is at Management and Science University. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Hanan. Okay, so next I would like to ask Mr. Subdeep.
Yes, madam.
Okay, based on your CV, can you share your CV? Okay, Mr. Subdeep. So based on your CV, So I can see that you have worked before, right? Okay,
Yes.
you have worked before and you have already exposed yourself to the working environment. Okay,
Yes.
I want you to share what did you learn during that particular time frame. Okay, can I see your working experiences part?
Working experience. Yes.
Okay, so this is basically your internship. You have done your internship. Even though
Yes.
it is an internship, but still you have exposed yourself to the working environment. Okay, that is
Yes.
totally different. Would you agree if I say studying and working is two different worlds? Do you agree with me?
Um, Actually, studying and working. Actually, it's depending. If we are also studying and working, it's considered that we are also experiencing and getting more knowledge, the work and the task that we get assigned to do every day. So when we also study and also working, so we are handling both things at the same time. So that increases our knowledge and also the skill. Maybe what we have learned we can apply in our working environment, and also what we apply in our working environment we can apply in the studies that we are doing.
Okay. Yes, I agree with your statement. But can you explain further? Just now you says that whatever that you have learned, you can apply it in your job or in your working environment. Whatever that you have gained in your working place, you can apply it in your studying, right? So now
Yes.
for me, I want you to explain on what are the things that you say that you have learned and then you can apply it in the job environment. Give me
Yes.
some example or evidences for your
Of
point.
course, of course. Yes, as we also learned that one of the subject which is organization behavior, OB. So as a HR, we always deal with employees in our company. So knowing the employees' attitude and behavior is very important, because all the employees don't have the same behavior and attitude. So we have to be very equal to everyone, which means if there any decision to be made between employee A and employee B, so of course they don't have the same behavior and attitude. So we must very wise when we take our decision to solve that problem.
So basically, you have related that whatever that you have learned, because your course is human capital management, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So thank you so much for your explanation just now, Mr. Subhi. Okay. The
Thank you.
next will be the
I'm
next
sorry for
one will be
interrupting, madam. The time is
mm,
almost over. Do I need to do the another Zoom?
yes.
Okay, so I will I will create another Zoom. Okay, madam.
Okay, can. Okay. So Subhi, okay. So based on your explanation just now,
Yes,
so I understood very much on your learning part and the way that you have shared how to apply that in your job scope. Okay, since you have taken Bachelor in Human Capital Management, can you share with me what are the things that you have learned in your previous university and how confident you are that whatever that you have learned or whatever that they have prepared you, that you can contribute for my organization.
yes. So in my previous university that I have learned is having not having a good grades in normal subject is not only important. We should be also active in our curriculum activities, which is a personal enrichment competency, which is PEC, as I mentioned just now. Uh, Being a HR in a company, we are the leaders that we are going to lead the other employees. That whatever we organize, whatever we lead, so leadership is very important. So having a right leadership, I feel that that also motivate other employees when we have the right skill, the knowledge, the abilities that we shared with them. So they feel confident and they feel also motivated by sharing with them.
Okay, is it that's all?
Yes, madam.
That's all from you, Mr.
Yes, madam.
Subli? Okay,
Yes.
thank you so much for your sharing section. Okay, so next I would like to move on to Sir Haris. Mr. Haris, can you
Yes.
share your CV, Mr. Haris?
Oh, yeah, sure. Um, okay.
Okay, Sir Haris. Thank you so much. So based on your CV also, Sir Haris, I can see that you have worked before, right?
That's right.
Okay, even though it was an internship and another one is on your full-time cashier. Okay, somehow rather you have exposed yourself to the working environment already, lah, Sir Haris. So
Mm-hmm.
what I
Yes.
want to know here, since you have worked in two different places, basically, what are
Mm-hmm.
the challenges that you have faced in this job scope?
Hmm. Okay. To summarize it up. Okay. So what's challenges? Okay. Well, firstly, I would say it's being independent. Because when you are working in a working environment, yes, you have a supervisor and yes, you have a boss to answer to. However, that doesn't mean that they can teach you all the steps throughout the week. So one of the challenges that I faced the most was being independent. When to do, when not to do is what I have decided myself. And the up count sometimes might be a little bit eh, and I will get some recommended from my bosses. However, they are still able to give me a chance to fix it. For example, one of the most biggest mistake I made during my full-time cashier back then when I was working in Tesco Extra was not using the money scanner. Okay, this money scanner is to detect whether the money is faulty or fake or real. So I was in a rush. So weekend. There were many customers. So we wanted to get it done quickly. We wanted to push up the queue. Okay, so I decided not to use the money scanner. So because nobody told me that it was a priority, no matter how long the queue was, the money scanner, I decided to skip it. And on the very end of that day, they found out that one of the money was fake because they did a count check on my cashier, on my department, on my side. So I would say that yes, being independent was the most challenging and the most painful lessons that I went through. And also, I would like to point out also, okay, so for these two working experience, I would like to point out that working in the office and working as a frontliner are two different things. Well, I would say that the full-time cashier, we are meant to serve people, customer service. But for the internship, because even though I was treated as an intern, but they still treated me like an executive. So for my internship part, the responsibility was even heavier compared to the full-time cashier because they assigned me with a project and there was deadlines. And I was still fresh because I just graduated from diploma. Yeah, I was doing my internship for diploma, sorry. About to graduate from diploma, and that's when I faced the biggest wall to understand and how to lead people. But some of my underlings are also internship. So we were forced to work in a team. And anonymously, I was selected as a leader. And yeah, so far, even until today, I'm not sure how is the project going on so far because it's a continuous project because they are repeatedly supplying the mechanical equipments to get Mara. So yes, that's all from
Okay, so very good explanation from Mr. Ari. So you already know the magic word or the special word that I have seen in your explanation was being independent, right?
that's right.
That's what you
Mm-hmm.
have highlighted, independent. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you say that being an independent is a very big challenge, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I just want to ask you, in term we have two different types of working environment. One being alone, individual work. Another one you might be in a group work.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think you have exposed already with this kind of environment in your institution previously, right? Okay, what is group and what is individual?
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to tell me, depends on you, this is considered your view, which
Yes.
one will be better, either working as an individual solely or working in form of group? Which one can contribute or lead to the a good decision of something?
Okay. I would say that actually I would prefer to work in a group. Okay, this is why, because I would say that working in a group, because obviously, yes, there will be some arguments between the team leader and the team members. However, through their arguments, many ideas are being brainstormed. Sorry. So with this brainstorm happening, somehow or rather, we might find a better idea overall. And then, yeah, I would say it's actually quite better to work in a group. Because being independent, and especially when you are not I would say skilled and knowledge and you are new to something new, it's better to seek out for guidance and get some other opinions from other people.
So you are saying that you are a person who can adjust with everything.
I would
Am I
say,
right?
right, well, before this I wasn't able to do that, but after throughout my working experience, I would say yeah, I'm able to adjust because there are many
Mm.
like Mr. Su did,
So you can
and
adjust the environment, right?
that's
Okay.
right.
Okay, and nice to hear that from you, Sir Haris.
Mhm,
So, since even though you are classified as a fresh grad, okay, you are classified as a fresh grad, but
mhm.
because of your previous working environment, your internship and everything, I think it has made you to be very matured. That's what I
Thank
can
you.
see from your explanation. Okay, thank you so much, Sir Haris. So next, I
Thank
would
you.
like to move on to Sir Heidi.
Yes. Okay, madam.
Okay, so Sir Heidi. Okay,
Okay.
so based on your CV also, I can see that you do have some working experiences, and also you have handled so many things, and you have went for so many courses. So I can see that you are very knowledgeable on these parts. So can you share with me regarding your experiences, okay, your working experiences, regardless from any of it, okay? So, what is your opinion if, let's say, I select you for my organization? How you will contribute to my organization based on the experiences that you have, based on the subject matters that you have learned, and how this environment has prepared you where in term of contribution, okay, because if I select you, you have to give me some contribution, right? You have to contribute something, right? So how and where, how means is your plan lah, basically your plan. So based on the job title that you have applied here, okay, so can you give me the contribution that you can give it to us.
Okay. First of all, I will explain first the reason why I choose to continue my study in human resource management. Okay, it is because of I want to know more about human, because human is so is a creature that we are not. It's hard for us to understand and learn. Because of every human have their own decision, have their own way of thinking. So because of that, I want to continue this human resource because I want to know well. And the another thing that forced me to learn about this because of during my probation period, I only take 3 months on my job to become a team leader, and because of that, I I maybe my boss see that I can manage my team well because of my personality and my way of talk. I can good communication with the upliners, and also maybe the IT person, like TM person, that I need to handle the task. I need to talk, need to describe what plan, a strategy plan for working, and also how the way I'm going to react when there is a critical moment. For example, the critical moment happened to me that is everything that we plan is not always going to be happen, which means on the same situation, the plan is going to be it's not going to be the same like we are going to like we are planning. So we need to start to think another strategy on that time to make sure the plan is go on without stopping, without any problem occur or so. How am I going to contribute myself to this organization? That my skill I my skill is I think my skill I am capable in handling critical situation, whereas where when there is something occurs, because I can what think in a very short period of time. So other than that also, um I my experience taught me a lot because of I when I'm in this when I'm on the field fiber optic technician, everything that I learned during my learning period and my working is absolutely different. So I need to learn again how the working life from zero, and there is no one help me, and even my senior leader also doesn't help me. So when I this also could become, I want to change the new generation, means like I don't want I want to teach people whatever that I learn, what my experience, so that they will not left behind, and I will bring them also to the top like me, so that they can become another person that can teach another person to become even more better. That is my contribution to the organization.
That's all, Sir Heidi.
That's all.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Heidi. I can see that you are well equipped with your knowledge regarding what is job all about. Okay, because job is totally different from your studies. Studying is different. So I can see that based on your explanation regarding the contribution that you can do based on based on the things that you have learned in your life. Okay, so thank you so much, Sir Heidi. So next, I would like to move on to Miss Hanan Rizan. So Miss, so you have applied as a human resource management trainee, am I right?
Yes,
Okay,
that's right.
so that is the job title that you have apply. Okay, based on the job title, what do you understand about the job title? First of all,
Okay, what I understand for the job title, which is the human resource training program, which is we from our previous study we studied that human resource is something that we can learn about the behavior, the employee behavior, and then their how their skill, how their training skill, how their they work in the organization. So what I understand is we can when we when we sit in the organization as a human resource part of the organization, not just the employees itself. We need to know um, what are the purpose of the organization and uh, all the not just in handling employees but also in what we have learned in the previous study. We learn the training and recruitment session and the selection and everything, and actually we learn the employment law too. What law that we want to implement for the employees that need to apply in the organization. So I actually understand that not we actually not don't need to understand. We are actually need to understand the whole part of the human resource development.
that's all.
Yes,
That's all, That's all, Miss.
yes,
Okay, thank you
yes,
so
yes.
much, Miss Hanan. Okay, so based on your explanation, you have really what the thing that you have learned previously in your institution, right? Okay, so
Yes.
what do you understand about my organization, which is Colgate? What do you know what is Colgate all about?
Okay. So okay. What I understand from your organization, which is you are focusing in four businesses, which is oral care, home care, and then pet initiative. So your organization is actually focusing on um the advertisement in attracting people to buy your products, and then what else? And then actually they are applying the pet initiative for and focusing on not just human but also for uh, animal too. And then it's actually good for them to attract people to know your organization well, and which is not just focusing on one core businesses, because you are focusing on four business core, which is very big for one organization to handle in one business. So what I understand about your organization is actually good for us to be in your organization, to know more about the not just about the product but also know about the history of the product, the history of the organization, which is more attractive for us to know uh, how the product itself uh, occur, and then we understand that this product uh, this personal and oral care product is important for us as for human too.
Okay,
So that's all from me.
thank you, Miss Hanan. Okay, can I ask you one more question, Miss Hanan? Why
Yes.
you have chose this position, number one,
Yeah.
and why you have chose Colgate?
Okay. So why I choose this position is for sure from my previous study in my diploma, I'm studying as a diploma in human resource management, and then for bachelor I'm taking the bachelor in human capital management. So for me that I feel that what I have learned, I need to apply on my job position, which is I have learned a lot. And then from my experience too, which during my internship, I'm handling employees too. And then uh, I'm actually sitting at the human resource department, so I learned a lot about the employees and their behavior. So uh, I think is it interesting for me to be in your organization as a human resource training program position. So
That's all, Miss Hannah Hanan. That's all.
yes, yes, that's all.
Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Hanan. Okay, so I hope that I think you have understood very well about our organization, and your objective is clear about what you have chose. Okay, which is your job title, your position. So thank you so much, Miss Hanan. Next, I would like to ask Miss Nur Atika Shafika. Can you share your CV?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Miss Nur Atika. Miss Nur
Yes,
Atika.
madam.
Okay. Miss Nur Atika, you have this segment which is extra curriculum in your CV, right?
Yes.
Basically, what I understand on your on this segment, you have participated in activities in your institution previously, institution or your school. What makes
Institution.
you? What makes you to participate to this much of activities? Why?
Okay. Actually, I participate as much as I can, like activity that offer in my university because I want to gain a lot of knowledge so that I can apply for my future and for my career. And then, if you can see in my CV, I attend a lot of industrial visit, so that from industrial visit, I can collect all the point and that I can use uh, in my working life. And then I'm also join a competition and sport in my institution, and I be a committee part of the committee in the management and science university sport. And then I'm also join uh, MSU this week, which is event that my faculty do for open for all students can join. So MSU this week actually is um, good for our cause, and because from there when they invite the other speakers, outside speakers, they come to our university and sharing their experience, their knowledge, and then from there I can take note and I can use when I need it in the future.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Noratika Shafika. Okay, next I would like to ask you one more question, Miss. So, if I ask you, what will be you consider as your weaknesses in yourself?
Sorry, madam.
What will be you consider about weaknesses in yourself? We do have weaknesses.
Yes.
We do have strength in our life, right? In ourselves.
Yes.
So, which or what will be you consider as your weaknesses?
Right. So actually, I have one greatest weaknesses, which is I low of the confidence level, but I keep on improve my confidence level through the activity that my university offer, such as I join any club that uh, improve my communication and confidence level, such as talk in front of many people, and also during presentation in the classroom or during assignment. Then we need to do a presentation in front of our lecturer and all the classmates. So from there, I think I can improve my confidence level. So that the one of the weakness that I have, but I try to improve and uh, increase my confidence level.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Nuratika Shafika. Okay, next I would like to move on to Sir Heidi.
Yes,
So, Sir Heidi, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
in 5 years' time. Actually, I have a dream to build a business, and also I have a dream to be someone that needed by everyone. That is my dream. So, in 5 years' time, I think it will be it. I might be a CEO of my company because of I have this skill so that I can grow my business even bigger and better.
So, you have a big ambition where you want to open your own business.
Yes,
Okay, so it's a very nice plan actually, Sir Heidi. So I wish you wish you best of luck. Hopefully you can success in your life with your own business which you have planned now. Okay, Sir Heidi. Thank you so
okay.
much, Sir Heidi. Next, I would like to ask Sir Subdeep. So where do
Yes.
you see yourself in 5 years' time, Sir Subdeep?
In 5 years' time, I since also as me as I also planning to organize a business. So I will love to lead and also sharing and invite even maybe my friends which are also capable that share ideas and knowledge with me so that we can expand it together and work it together and succeed. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sir Subdeep. Next, Miss Hanan.
Yes.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years time?
So, well, what I see from 5 years, that I would like to be in a human resource position. Till then, I would like to gain my experience, practically gain my experience, and then become a human resource manager if I have a chance to become human resource manager. And then, for sure, I would like to share my experience with my team members, and then sharing my knowledge with them, so they will know what they need to do, what they need to face during my during this what I have experienced to become a human resource manager. So I think that is what I see. So
Okay, thank you,
that's
Miss
it.
Hanan. Next, I would like to ask Sir Haris. Where do you see yourself in 5 years time?
Okay, where do I see myself in 5 years' time? Okay, actually, to be honest, Madam Shadini, I haven't really thought that far. But for now, I would say that I want to be the champion in Dota 2. Yes. Okay. This it's very simple. Actually, the reason. Gaming has been my passion for the past few years, and I love to game. And I understand that some people think that it's actually pay to play, but now in our current era, it's actually you can play to get paid. Yes, on 60K. So if I were to able to win the biggest tournament in the world, the Dota 2, I will get about roughly about 20 million USD as if. And also in 5 years' time, I would like to see my mother's business also emerge because she's doing organic soaps care for people, doing it alone right now. And she's having trouble with the model, so I hope that I would try to do anything to contribute. business as a side for me.
Okay, thank you so much to tell the truth. So, Haris, next
Thank
I
you.
would like to ask to the last interviewee, Noratika Shafika. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Right. So basically, I want to be a successful human resource person. I want to be a master human resource so that I can share my knowledge and experience to other employee also. And then, if I got a chance, I will. If I become a master human resource in the future, in the 5 year times, I will sharing my experience and skill. And I would like to do a giving a talk, and I will, for example, I will join a MHU Biz Week and giving a talk to the other students so that they can become like me. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Noratika Shafika. So, I can see that based on your explanation, everyone, I think your previous institution has prepared you very, very well. Okay, because I can see the maturity in your sentences and also your explanation. Okay, so the section it's reaching to the end. So this is considered, let me explain on your interview section. So this is considered the first stage of interview. Okay, so usually after this interview section, in 1 month time, you will receive an email from the organization. If you are selected, you will be called for a second interview to discuss with the necessary things. If you agree with it, then you can join with us. Okay, so that is the procedure. So do you have anything to ask before I end the section?
Nothing, madam.
Okay, anything? Nothing?
No, madam.
Okay. So happy to see everyone. Okay, so I hope that I might be seeing some of you from this group. That is what the inner feeling is telling me, because I'm not saying the others are not capable enough. All of you are very well prepared, fresh grad. I can see based on your explanation and also based on the extracurricular activities that you have indulged in. Okay, nice to know you. Nice to know everyone for this section. So I would like to end this section now. So I hope I will be seeing you in my organization, in my department so soon. Okay. So thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you, madam.
madam.